I can't even believe this Instagram won't allow me to put the filter that I want on here, which is no fun at all. Hold on. Let's see if we can get one of these to work. Hi guys, welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your Gemini reading for the week of September 10th. And it's not giving me a filter at all. Okay, so you guys get green screen. I look like shit with a green screen, and that's okay. I've tried 3 times to get it to come up, and we're not going to wait anymore for any kind of thing to malfunction. So I'm just going to keep going with a green background. For those of you that are on my YouTube, you can see me in green. I don't know why I don't have the filters, but that's why I use them, is because I don't know how to get a green screen off otherwise or use it. So it's whatever. This is me naked. All right, Gemini, this is for you. First thing that comes up is 5 of coins. 5 of coins is looking for money. 8 of coins, working quite a bit. King of swords, which is victory. And then we have the 7 of coins and also the 7 of wands. So 7 of coins is a move. That's crossing one bridge, moving into another. Sometimes this can give us the idea also if it's like an office or moving rooms in your house. But for some of us, this has to do with moving into a new location. So as far as that goes, you do have this, and it might just be shifting energy as well. We do have the 7 of wands, which is overwhelmed. So for Gemini this week, I would have to say that you're feeling a little bit like there's a lot on your plate with both of these cards here. This 8 of coins here, and then we have the 7 of wands. And this is our card for feeling overwhelmed. And then this one right here is for like just being busy with your schedule, so to speak. I'd have to ask the question, what is it that you want to put money toward? Because right here we have money and then a puzzle beneath it. So it's trying to figure out how to do some of the projects and things that we want to do and what kind of resources that we have to use them. I can see the 8 of coins, which is being busy, excuse me. Maybe your schedule's running away from you. I'd love to know what's going on with Gemini right now. We have the Judgment card. That usually has a lot to do with stress, other people's judgment. Also the 5 of wands, being backed into a corner. Little criticism, the Tower card, and the 6 of cups was an end result, which is joy. However, it seems like you're going through it a little bit right now, Gemini, where you feel like your tree is being shaken, and you're feeling as if you're exposed. When we have the 5 of wands, usually it's like a group discussion or other people being involved. We have the Emperor card. The interesting thing about that is the Emperor can talk to us sometimes about a father figure, a controlling figure, someone who has control in our lives. We also have the Hierophant, which is a lot of different energies with the Hierophant. It represents faith, right? So it's usually looking like a pope. But right here we see the Hierophant, and that has to do with arrogance as well. And so when we're playing with that, it's like, so what is driving you? What belief system is driving you? This doesn't always have to go with religion. It can often sometimes be talking to us about what our belief systems are. So what we have is the Emperor, which is control. Then we have the Hierophant, which is education, higher education, learning, faith, people that guide us. And then we have the 4 of coins. So are you trying to gather money for something? And who is it you're asking? Are you having to go to your father? Or do you have somebody that's in control of things where it's not as lucrative or easy going as you'd like for it to be, and you feel like you have a little bit of work to do with that? And what are you learning? Because this card has to do with 2 things, right? Now the Hierophant has to do with knowledge. So sometimes you can have this arrogance where you already know. And so maybe you're approaching a certain situation with that sense of knowing and already knowing what's going on with that. It has arrogance and pride involved. We do have the 10 of coins, which has to do with decision making, putting things on paper, could be contracts of some sort, mediation and whatnot. And then we have the Knight of Wands, which is new beginnings for you. So here's the thing that's going on with Gemini that I'd like to note. Is emotionally, even though you've won, it's like winning in the divorce. Like a divorce is still shitty whether or not you are coming out on top in regards to the breakup, but it's shitty, right? And so that's the victory, that you still have work to do. It's like, getting the bid on a house or a business, and now you have to run the business or move into the house. We have the Tower card, which is like things are gonna go and shit sideways for you a little bit right now, where you kind of feel like everything you're touching is being shaken. Now the Emperor doesn't necessarily mean someone's influencing you. It can also mean that you're taking on that leadership kind of quality. So when you have the Emperor, it's more about being direct and forward and decisive and disciplined. And so that is a lot of like Taurus and stubborn energy too. So we have the 10 of coins in play. We also have the 6 of cups, which has to go with like decision making, etc. We have the 6 of cups, which is celebration, and the King of Swords, which is victory. But how hard earned is it right now, Gemini? We do have the Hermit card. So when you look at this one, if you know what a monk or a priest or a hermit is, it's just somebody that's feeling isolated. Now, whether you're physically isolated or feeling emotionally isolated from people that you're used to supporting you, or you're not having the access that you want due to this schedule that seems to be flying along, you're feeling a little bit isolated. And don't stress too much about the money. You have the 4 of coins, which is really all about like looking to how we can get it and how many different ways that you're organizing things and just making plans and step by step. I am going to pull some cards from Mystic Dreamer, and this will be your moon reading. Just for fun, you should check out my website and see the new t-shirts that I put up out there for you guys to buy. It's Halloween, so we've got the Yes Witch one. That's pretty fun. Karma's my bitch. And then there's the Karma can be a beast or your best friend if you don't like the P word. So if you'd like to check those out, those are on my website. Also, book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. Check out the coaching platform as well as the readings. There's also energy work, and it's a great time to start thinking about those parties if you want to schedule some private events. All right, here we go for Gemini Moon. Queen of Pentacles. Totally you got this card, right? So first card that comes out is the Queen of Pentacles. This is boss energy. It's like running things in the right way with the right kind of energy and nurturing it. We have the 4 of Cups, though, where you're feeling as if you're not doing a great job, or you just have 1 or 2 things that you need to put in alignment before you feel like you can enjoy the things that are in front of you. You also have the High Priestess, the 5 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. Now, the 5 of Wands has to do with an argument, a conflict, other people being involved, conversations that are going wonky. We're seeing the High Priestess, which tells me that you're pretty good at navigating that energy. And then we have the Ace of Coins toward the end here, the 10 of Pentacles, which is your legacy. So ultimately, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles both have to do with money. In addition to money, it has to do with what your public image looks like, whether people are approaching you with the kind of mindset that you like to have, whether they're coming to you with respect and whatnot. You're having a very difficult time going with energy. You're tired of waiting for the harvest, so to speak, with the 7 of Pentacles is harvest. But we have the Death card, which is transformation and change. We have the 9 of Cups, which is regret. The 4 of Cups, which is wishful thinking. And then we have this 7 of Swords, which is sneaky behavior or making the best of a bad situation. So you're really girding your loins, so to speak. Sorry, I was reading some scripture stuff today. So this 7 of Swords, which is like making the best of a scenario and you know, taking what you have and utilizing it, making something beautiful. I do have the Ace of Pentacles, which tells me there's this energy of transformation. That's a trump card. So it's telling us that money is going to shift drastically for you, but you've got to get through this feeling of betrayal that you have. You almost feel as if things are against you, if things are, you know, deliberately working against what your goals are and what you're trying to do. But we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is legacy. We have the Death card, which is transformation. And we have a lot of positivity that's going on in here. Don't beat yourself up too much. There's no such thing as control. Once we learn that we can't control anything, literally, and we just recognize that these are different scenarios and situations, we kind of reframe it and look at it differently. If you guys want to see picture in picture, please join me on my YouTube where you can actually see the pictures there. And I might not come back on Instagram if I don't have the filter and all you see is my green screen. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Okay, so this is a card for you from Divination of the Ancients. And we will pull one. And this is your oracle card for the week. And it's or nithomancy or omen. So start looking for those signs. Start looking for things that are telling you that you're in alignment. Are you doing the math? Are you meditating? Like there's no way for you to take random things and like allocate them to a spiritual scenario if you're not actually doing the prayer or actually doing the work, or if you're just like, oh, look, a feather, this must mean grandma. Like, are you doing the work before you're looking for your omens so that you can assign the right meaning to them and start recognizing those moves in your life? I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I will catch you on the flip side when I get my tech figured out. And like I always say, love is the answer to every question. You find yourself in the middle right there.